Folks, back for Exile 23, perhaps? I'm actually looking it up right now. Yep, Exile 23. Unless I'm wrong. Do-do-do. At first, the happy chirping voices you hear ahead make you think you found another colony of friendly spiders. Then the smell of garbage and filth hits you, and you realize that this place is inhabited by roaches. Happy, friendly roaches. Happy, friendly roaches. Scrying. 30 HP, level 4, deals 2d8. So that's pretty high damage. A huge cockroach, about 5 feet long, stands guard here. It watches you closely, its antenna twitching. I'm Gregor, it says in a cheery, happy voice. It sounds a lot like one of the friendly spiders. The voice is a lot more disturbing coming from a roach. I'm a guard roach. Its antenna twitched excitedly. Yeah, any mean humans or spiders come in here, I give them a big bite. It displays its mandibles, too. Alright, I guess that's it. Is the other one also named Gregor? It is. Presumably those are guard roaches also. Solid walls of trash. I do not believe there's anything interesting in here. We are, however, going to, of course, check to make sure. Spider Slayer. This roach is prancing back and forth, practicing bites and lunges. Sometimes it jumps too hard and falls over. It stops when it sees you. I'm Spider Slayer, it says proudly. I'm practicing to defend our hunters from mean spiders. They attack sometimes when we're out hunting. We work really hard to collect our filth. It points an antenna at the walls of trash around you. It's tough to find good filth. Want some? You decline. We carried all this here, bit by bit, blob by blob. It's hard work, and all we want is to be loved. Nobody likes us. It hurts our feelings. All we want is to get along with you and take your filth. Well, there you go. Is this one also Spider Slayer? Slime Gobbler. This roach looks very nervous when you approach. I'm called Slime Gobbler, it says, in a squeaky, nervous voice. I'm looking for a mate. The old one is gone, it says sadly. It looks dejected. She was Scum Cruncher, the most lovely roach you've ever seen. She was out walking our 80 children when they saw some humans and went to say hi. One of them threw fire and they all died. I wept, then snuck into their camp and got a little bits of filth in their food. I followed them. They ate it and got sick. Serves them right, big meanies. This makes me feel some sorts of way that I'm not feeling comfortable about. Who are you? Doombringer. You see a giant roach busily poking at one of the tall walls of piled trash and rotting goo. It bounces over to you when it sees you. I'm Doombringer, it says in a happy voice. It waves its antenna at you. I'm eating, but enough about me. You're cute. Eating? It waves its antennas. Aren't my feelers pretty? Yeah, I work hard on them. It moves them around delicately. Are you busy? It sighs. You're probably going to the filth factory and won't hang around, huh? This seems to sadden it. Filth factory? Yeah, Filth Spreader keeps going on about it. I forgot what it was like, though. Filth Spreader is around here somewhere. He's really cute. Alright. Well then. Is she not moving? She does not appear to be moving. At least I hope that was a she. Spider Slayer again. Filth Spreader. This huge cockroach stops gobbling down disgusting grayish material and turns to speak with you. I'm Filth Spreader, it says, happily poking some slime with a leg and spreading it around to emphasize the point. I'm eating, silly. We smart roaches have to eat lots more if we're going to stay smart. That's one of the neat things we figured out in the filth factory. Yeah, it's where most of the big roaches are born. Most of us are dumb, but some of us were born smart. We don't know why. We don't want to get killed by humans, so we came to hide here. We remember where the factory is, though, and we might return someday. Would you like to know where it's located? You're so nice. I know you wouldn't do anything mean there. It's hidden real good. There's a wall blocking the entry that's not really there. You can walk through it. It's north of the biggest human town and south of a small one in the big hills. It's really neat. I hope you like it. And now we know where the boss area is. I do, however, still want to get into that area where what's-her-face was blocking. Crud Muncher. You see a perky cockroach, weaving its forelegs and antenna about, and mumbling things in its high-pitched voice. It stops embarrassed when it sees you. I'm Crud Muncher. I'm trying to learn how to cast magic spells, it says cheerfully. Yeah, I want to know how to throw a lot of fire, and to magically make filth. Yeah, like those mean humans do. If I could cast spells, my babies would be safe. It turns, and you see that that's it's and a she, and that she has a huge egg sac. I'm expecting 40 or so, and I want them to grow up safe and strong. Again, feel some sorts of ways. Filth. Yum. Yeah, the poor, like, horrible roaches just want to be friends. We. Big town, spiders, trash pit, yay. A crude map is sketched on the mold at the base of this trash wall. We? Wex? Alright. So we now know where the filth factory is. However, we also need to know how to actually, like, take care of the filth factory. Huh. Same little bit of text. So we're done here. And now I need to go talk to the dude who tells us where we... Oh, man, I did not want to fight them on the trees. That means I'm going to have an annoying battlefield. Those 4 should be sufficient for this. Do-do-do. Really did. There we go. Presumably nothing. Look, another battle. Would be sort of nice if these cockroaches were a little bit more of like challenging combatants. Really? You failed to kill a basic roach? Meow for the clutch. There we go. Is it Bafnar? I feel like it might not be Bafnar. Who are you? Really? You won't talk to me? We'll go down a hole, lady. Oh. It's another one of those ones I can't. I will do what must be done so that I can clear all the blackness on my map. Are you not going to talk to me either, presumably? Yeah, I didn't think so. Stupid Amana. The cockroaches are fighting guards. You meet a young Amana priestess, more than happy to take a break from looking over the fields and picking weeds. I'm Scylla. I look after things, I watch the crops, patrol the woods, that sort of thing. And let me tell you, I've seen some strange things. There are intelligent spiders in the woods, and what's more, they're friendly. They come and talk to me, and I give them little bugs in return. They're kind of sweet. I know what you're thinking, but I tell you there are intelligent spiders in the forest. They say they have a big lair somewhere, but haven't told me where. If you went there and were nice to them, I'm sure they'd talk to you too. Yeah, so that's basically how you would find out about them. The shrine is kept immaculately clean and neat, a sort of defiance of the filth and disorder that prevails so many of the other places on the Isles of Exile. Mother Loomis. I'm a guardian of Bavner, a trying job. I'm sure you realize, but the faith gives me strength. One trial after another. As if the roaches weren't enough, I have to deal with Judith and with Seely's ravings. Judith. Carpetbagger. She's a healer who travels from town to town healing for a hefty price. She's from some religion that values making money or amassing power or some such rot. As you can probably tell, despise her. If, for some odd reason, you actually want to meet her, she comes through occasionally. And Seela's. As if everything else wasn't enough, she says there are spiders in the woods who come and speak with her. She's around town somewhere if you want to ask her about it. And what do you? You sell nothing. Well, then you're useless to me, lady. That is actually Judith right there. This woman wears the ankh of a healer, but has a strangely cold, businesslike demeanor. I'm Judith from the Church of the Divine Lucre. I'm a healer of the Church of the Divine Lucre. I have healing available for very reasonable rates. Church. What can I say? We believe that the best route to a better life and happier soul is through improvement, and the best improvement comes through enlightened self-interest. It's a faith that demands much, but has great rewards. Focus, strength, money, no guilt, you know. What everybody wants. She grins. Let's go back. Demands much. Nope. Job. Reasonable rates. The Amana have caused a horrible healing glut in this area. It's almost impossible to make a good gold piece. She shrugs. Still, with demand so high, I'm doing alright. She won't say anything about the Amana? Go back. Alright, I don't need any healing. Now, if I ask her about, I think, crossbow? I forget what I actually have to ask her. Actions, library, where is my diary thing? Am I blind? Options? Adventure, talking notes I probably want. I don't know what that kid was called. Alright, I apparently, did not take note of what I need to talk to Judith. I'm gonna pause real quick and figure that out. Actually, I'm not. You have to say something to her, and what that is doesn't necessarily matter right now, because she charges you 1,000 gold for it, and I clearly don't have 1,000 gold. Alright, nothing I can really steal here. This will be another barracks, presumably. And you presumably won't talk to me. Book, mug. So many stupid Amana members. And their stupid anti-magic cult. Junk. Anything in this one? Control S. Wrong person. Stole and stole. Got a little pawn there. What do we got here? Ooh, a trainer. Who is also a thing that I should describe. Monks. 2d6, 2d6. Level 6, health 30, armor 7, skill 8. Poison resistant. Interesting on that. This is a trainer dude, so I can pick up some levels here. And then below my little bit of money I had. Alright, Komodo. Needs probably strength. And we're going to save a point for him. Sylvius has nothing. Meow has 11 points. Why did I leave Meow with 11 points? Alright, to save a little bit of money, we're going to give Meow a point in luck, and then we're just going to go strength and strength. Jill has a level, and we want to go mage spells. She still needs one more so that we can get her casting Major Bless also. Sylvius, we're going to give him strength and defense, and then Avatar has nothing. Alright, so we're done with our leveling up. I'm kind of glad I found this dude. There's Judith again. I'm not even going to bother talking to those guys because I'm extremely confident they're not going to want to actually speak to me. On that note, this town is shockingly small. Ooh, I see 20 gold coins. I almost missed that. Look at that. Yeah, you guys would probably have less of a problem with terrible cockroaches if you didn't just throw all of your trash behind a hill. Just throwing that out there, guys. Really? This house has been abandoned, the roaches have taken over, cockroach droppings are everywhere, and a dried up cockroach husk over 2 feet, not counting the antenna that lies on the bed. You open the top drawer of the dresser and interrupt several cockroaches who were in the process of getting intimate. The creatures had compressed themselves to a remarkable extent to fit inside the drawer. They're much bigger now. Oh. Yo. It is a threesome. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, my inherent desire to steal whatever's in this is still here, but I don't know how I feel about eating food that was in the cockroach threesome drawer. It was, however, 6 pieces of food, so we're gonna do it anyway. Alright, so there's nothing else I need in that town, which is also apparently an indicator that I went to the wrong town. Is it this one I want to go to? Port Townsend? Have I been here before? Yeah, I've been here before. Unless you're going to a different place. I sell tickets to boats. A ticket for a trip back to Farport is very cheap. Okay, that's not the right town either. Alright, I'm pretty confident it's not down here. Which also consists of the few spots that I have not fully explored. Interesting. We're going to deal with that later, though. And we should get a encounter on this road, if I remember correctly. A group of ogres and bears tromps out of the woods ahead. They're too clumsy to set a good ambush, so they just charge. Oddly, it seems like the ogres are following the bears' lead, not the other way around. Ogres, bear, or sag? Might as well major bless this. I'm going to send Jill out, because I do want Jill to get the level up so that she can start using her casting Major Bless also. Wow. Got through my defensive line and managed to hit me. And what do we got? 10 gold coins, and that's it. You examine the bodies of the bears. One of them is larger, misshapen, and lumpy, and most interestingly has an unusually large skull. It may have been an intelligent bear. It was certainly nasty and cunning enough. South Point Lighthouse. I don't remember if there's anything fancy going on here or not. Let's talk to this dude. Meet the lighthouse keeper, a wiry, aging man with a misshapen face and a host of tiny scars on his hands and arms. He emits a loud, long belch and chuckles. Excuse me, I'm Garnak. I take care of South Point Lighthouse. Beats working. He runs. I wouldn't be out here if it weren't not for a few, well, indiscretions in my past. Can't do the old business, but the new business has its points. He says automatically, the old skills are still active, if that's what you mean. I know you wouldn't have come out here if you weren't interested. Buying or selling? Oh, he sells lockpicks. And expensively. There's a big fire upstairs. I throw a few sticks into it every day to maintain it. Ships don't founder on the rocks. I get fed. It's a living. Go back. Beats. Points. Selling. Okay. So he would just buy stuff for me. Alright, I guess there's nothing else going on here then? I do want to just kind of explore this a little bit here. Get the black on my map taken care of. There we go. And that is all that. I believe, I'm just thinking this right off the top of my head because I'm crazy. I believe all that was a TV show on Nickelodeon back in the day. Since I'm playing an old game, I might as well talk about things like that too. Bavnar. Was it this town then? Cooper? Tupper? Well, I've apparently not been here. And they apparently have a large amount of trees. Foliage. Guard. Guard. You're an interesting person. An Empire soldier is here. He regards you with naked, barely controlled loathing. I'm Bagzath. Well, your parents obviously hated you. He seems barely able to restrain himself. I found a way down here. I swore to slay exiles wherever I can. Back away or I will destroy you. He fingers the pommel of his sword, seeming hoping you'll give him an excuse to attack. An exile is the lowest form of life. We showed you far more mercy than you could ever deserve. Now I warn you, back away or I'll slay you. He seems to mean it. No, I want to, I kinda wanna push this dude. Found a way down here, I swore to slay. He can restrain himself no longer. With a long, pent-up howl of impotent fury, he draws his blade and attacks. Yes! I'm so glad I managed to provoke him into a fight. This is the greatest day of my life. I don't know if I've scryed champions yet, so we'll find out. So 2d10s, 2d10s, pretty solid dude all around. Boom. I would have preferred to have killed him personally, but whatever. And some junky arrows that I'm not going to bother to pick up. But that was a decent amount of gold we just got. Worth it. So happy I came to this town. I got to legally kill an annoying person. There's an abnormally large amount of tree in this town. And I believe that's where I need to be going. And who are you? You made an Empire soldier. He has a nasty scar running down the side of his face, which he fingers as he watches you. I'm Captain Zog. His voice drips with contempt. Oh, don't act so clever, he spits. You think you're so smart wandering around like that? Well, everybody knows about you. Everybody acts how it's so great you're around. You guys fought at the Empire and we can too. Well, they don't know. They didn't get wounded in that pit. He points at his scar. You got nothing? His voice becomes a hiss. I lost friends to all of you. One of your spells scarred me for life. There'll never be peace between the Empire and Exile. As long as I'm around, there'll always be a little bit of war. You sound bitter. I know it's unfortunately how it works in real life, but you know, you guys fought a war. Do you you don't buy or sell anything? Then I don't really care. Just barracks. Alright. That's a lot of barracks. And what do we got here? It says I got inn. Well, these townspeople suck. I run a ferry over to Nice. The tickets are only 30 gold. Expensive, I know, but the journey's tricky. Alright, we'll do it. Nice is an old ruined town surrounded by jagged rocks. I don't know if anyone lives there or what. All I know is that people pay enough to go over there just selling a few rides. That makes me some good money. Go back. Let's just hit buy. Alright, go to the end of the middle dock and I'll take you over there. I'll go quickly and efficiently bundles you across the channel to the ruined town of Nice. She says, I keep an eye on the city. When you want to ride back, go to the end of the middle Nice dock and wait. I'll be along. So we are in a ruined city. Whoops. Okay. I was like, apparently there's hostiles in the ruined city. Luckily, they're not really threatening hostiles. Do. We did get 9 gold, though, from the bookshelf. Alright, anything in this building? Nothing in that building. Although I do need to go behind it so I can clear that out. There we go. Perfecto. Another ruined building. This is apparently the town inn. And also has hostels. Do. Perfect. Alright, down here. Empty. Another lizard. Oh. 2 lizards, actually. Nothing in that one. Ooh! Salamander. Have I scryed salamanders? My list of monsters is getting quite large. I don't think I have scryed salamanders. I'm not seeing it unless it's somewhere else. Ice pudding, ice drake, diva. I'm not seeing salamander. Oh wow, and that looks like a lot of gemstones and stuff over there. Jill's gonna throw the scry out. I still can't really tell if I already had this or not. Salamander. I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I looked specifically there before and didn't see it. Taking a lot of damage here. And dead. And I stopped the battle on the fire field again. So we got a gem, which I apparently wasn't close enough to. Gem, and then that salamander dropped a pair of gauntlets. Whoops. Once again, I accidentally walked out of the town. What do we got? Just regular lizards? Ooh! That's not a regular lizard. Can I cast Scry when I'm not in battle? Or, I'm sorry, not Scry. Can I cast Major Bless? And the answer to that is no. A good question is, have we scryed drakes? Well, we'll just do it to play it safe. Scrod. 28 HP left on that guy. He's not going to last much. Really, Avatar? You failed to kill that? Komodo takes the fire breath pretty heavily. I forgot that moving away from it wasn't a good choice. There we go. It's dead now. So we got 170 gold. Some food. I did not mean to pick up the stick. Alright, where is the stick? Who picked up the stick? Was it Sylvius that picked up the stick? Alright, well now I'm just going to have a random stick on one of my people. This is cool. Alright. Take the shield, boots, potion, throwing knives, bolts, crossbow. Don't have enough carrying capacity. What about the other bolts? Alright. Sylvius will pick up the plate mail, crossbow, shield. Yo, this place was a profitable venture. It is, however, annoying that I can't get to the underside of that building. McEnroe's Spellcraft. Wow. Is filled with things. Sylvia's leveled. Ooh, that last fire breath was pretty heavy. Cardio just leveled up, and we'll have Jill ideally finish it off with just the wound spell. Finish it off. And we got a solid 104 gold plus the razor discs. Not huge, but not bad. Nothing I want there. Nothing in that building at all. perfect inside of this larger building here that's obviously strangely in the center of everything. Someone has erected a dark stone bunker in the middle of this room. The walls are about 30 feet high. You look down the passages to the north and east and see lots of shadows and basalt rock. He zapped me. And there's another one on that side. The opening portcullis is blocked by a thin and shimmering energy field. It's delicate and translucent. It looks like you could walk through it easily. Do so? Yeah. Nerves on edge and pass through the barrier. It ripples and parts to let you through. Nothing bad happens. For now. You hear a gentle, soothing chime. A voice coming from midair says, "Your approach has been approved. Please proceed in safety." Purgatos. Mage. Since he's a mage, we might as well use magic to unlock his door. You reach the center of the bunker and find a small, cozy house set up with crates of supplies. Someone could live out here modestly for some time. The scent of incense hangs in the air. Can I steal this crap, though? That's the important question. There is a lizard. Let's scry the lizard real quick. Lizard scried. Alright, I have 463 food currently. Ooh, that was a large amount of food. Faithful. You notice the lizard wears a small chain around its neck and is staring at you. It surprises you by speaking. I'm called Faithful. I'm a familiar. It speaks in a calm, patient, surprisingly hiss-free voice. I'm a magical, long-lived, intelligent animal guardian to Purgatos. It takes up most of my time. My wise and all-powerful master. The rest of the time I have a hobby. I go out and chat with the other lizards. This island has many giant lizards on it. I'm not sure why. It makes little sense, but they make good conversation. Okay. However, Faithful, you are sort of in my way of robbing your master, so... 503 to 43. I don't want to steal his clothes. When you start to look at Purgatos' bookshelf, the titles of the books start to warp and fuzz out. You all develop splitting headaches. You move away before any other defense manifests themselves. Whoops. I don't know if I've described wizards before, so let's get that. Level 25, health 90, armor 20, skill 5, deals 1d10. The important part, though, is the mage level 7 skills. Cold resistant, immune to magic, fire resistant. Can I? Oh. I can steal from his room. There's just nothing worth stealing. A withered old man watches you serenely. He sits with a pair of wands nearby in case you cause trouble. He scratches his nose thoughtfully. I am Purgatos. I live in seclusion. I'm avoiding the tentacles of the Empire. The Empire's control is not something I can adjust to. Exile is too cold for me. This island will do until the inevitable occurs. The Empire will come here someday and suffocate all free thought, he sighs. But I know that hearing the complaints of an old man is not the reason you journeyed here. News of you precedes you everywhere you go. I can tell you about Nice or the Amana if you wish, but I suspect you are more interested in the problem of cockroaches. Let's talk about Nice first. This city was a magical center before the Anama came to Exile, and suddenly a supply shipment started disappearing. The mages abandoned the place, and a bunch of giant lizards moved in. I'm the only person left here. The solitude suits me. And then Amana. The ruination of Nice was their fault. I despise them. Avoid them if at all possible. By the way, they have a huge treasure in their temple somewhere. I hope somebody steals it. He grins wickedly. You didn't hear that from me. Alright, back to the job. And then cockroaches. I do a bit of scrying and ethereal wondering. I know how the monsters are created. There's a small difficulty, though. The cockroaches are being made in a huge underground factory, which creates filth for them to grow in and eat before they go out and cause havoc. The filth factory is hidden somewhere on the Isle of Exile. Therein lies the main difficulty. Recently, someone came to me. Don't ask for more details. I chose not to give them. This being told me that when you came, you should be helped. I have developed a device which I believe could destroy the factory. However, this would only be useful if the place was found. If you found it, I would make the device a gift for you. Purgatos hands you the reddish egg-shaped crystal. It's called a phoenix egg, a very rare artifact. Take it to the lowest, most central level of the factory, break it, and run. Fast. And good luck to you. Alright. That was all we needed, essentially. Yeah, that's the same little "you've been approved" message. I'm gonna... the stupid lizard blocked me. I took a lot more damage going through this way. So I do want to, although my video is over at this point. So we now have the location of the filth factory, in addition to the means to destroying the filth factory. So next video, however, will be spent exploring this island and also taking care of that like Halls of Tranquility or something that was by that lighthouse. And the video after that will be spent on that tomb I mentioned like 2 videos ago. And then the third video will actually delve into the filth factory. For now, folks, though, as always, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and check me out on Patreon and Twitter. I'll see you guys next Tuesday.